One, Heart 2, episode 138.
Yay. I'm Sheila, also known as Sheila D37.
And I'm Wendy, also known as Penny Winnie. And if this is your first time tuning in, thank you for checking us out. And if this is a return view for you, then welcome back. I'm glad you came back. Whoa.
Thanks for checking us out each week.
We're wearing hand knits today. I am wearing my hand spun sweater from Diabolical Yarns in the Atomic
ask me on that one.
Atomic Flower Pot? Atomic Flower Shop.
Flower Pot.
Flower Pot Inferno. Flower Shop Inferno. I think Atomic Flower Pot is the name that I made up that she eventually made a colorway for. Flower Shop Inferno.
I am wearing, what's the name of the sweater? Did you already say?
I knit it myself. Based on another sweater.
Lovely patterns, most likely yarn.
I love it.
It is Fiber Nymphs Lisa Beamer. I had to think of the last name. Ridgeline shawl.
I love it.
And this actually was once bigger.
Oh, yes. I remember
Except
that.
my husband got a hold of it and shrunk it in the wash and the dryer. But as you can see, no worse for the wear. I mean, it is thick though.
I know. It looks good felted.
Yeah. So I've been wearing something around my neck each day. Sometimes the same thing.
It's been cold here, and we're going to get like half a foot of snow today, allegedly.
Yeah, it depends on where you are. North of Boston's going to get more than south, and I am working tomorrow morning.
Well, at least you'll be driving away from the snow, right?
Possibly. At 3:30 in the morning, who knows?
Well, at least there won't be a lot of traffic
No,
at that time.
I know.
I'm looking at the right
side. It is currently 21 degrees where I live.
Yeah, it's cold.
Yes.
It is cold, man.
And, yeah.
It
doesn't look like it's going to get any better either.
You know what? I swear there was a shout out that I was supposed to do. I'm mentioning a lot of stuff. Number 1, Jessalou, Stitched by Jessalou Bags. She has a bunch of Christmas bags still for sale on her shop. And I think she's adding some other stuff too. I was supposed to say something more specific, but now I can't remember what it was. I will link in the group and on the blog to her shop so you can see what she has. But I know she definitely has these cool Grinch ornament bags left, I think. I think she still has some left. But be checking her shop out because she's still got... Yeah.
I don't know about the Grinch. Does she still have the Grinch?
It's right here. That's the Grinch ornament bag.
All right. I couldn't see it. There we go.
She got stuff in there, man. Makes a good Christmas gift, so check her out.
We're drawing for 3 prizes at the end of the podcast, so wait for that.
And we're still doing our knit-alongs, which are the selfish knitting or crocheting along.
Yep.
Knit something
which
for
is
you
really
this
tough
holiday.
this time of year.
It is really, well, not if you're me, because I am.
Yeah,
well, that's not true, though. Most of the stuff that I knit last week was not for me. So.
Yeah, I'm looking at all the stuff I have here. The only one thing that's for me is here, and I only worked a little bit on it.
Cool. So I think I'm going first this week.
You are.
I have one project that's actively on the needles that I'm working on, and it is a thrummed mitten kit. Sheila and I went to the North Shore Yarn Crawl 2 years or 3 years ago.
3 years ago, because that was when we started.
3 years ago.
Or close to it. 2.5.
2.5. Well, it was when we, almost 3, because we started in March. Yeah. So it was almost 3 years ago. And I bought Kieran Knits fabulous thrummed mitten kit. That's what it looks like. One side is the mitten, the other one is what the thrums look like on the inside. And it came with Malabrigo worsted in a purple colorway. Boy, the lighting in here is very poor today because
it's very dark outside and your light overhead is not all that
No, one of the bulbs has burned out at this point. I can't remember the colorway that this yarn was in. I thought I saved it in the bag.
That's Malabrigo?
It's Malabrigo. It's Malabrigo worsted. No, that's the fiber. The tag from my Malabrigo is not.
It's a very bright purple.
It's purple. And then it also came with a fiber that had these colors. And this was Frabjous Fibers hand-dyed merino in number 123, the patina colorway, which is green and yellow and purple and like a dark teal. And I have been making thrums You can see my bag of thrums. It takes about 120 thrums per mitten. And this is how much I've knit. I can stuff the thrums in there. This is how much I've knit so far. I'm working on the thumb gusset. And once I get done, I'll turn the mitten inside out and pull on the thrums so that they
tighten them up.
To tighten them up a little bit. They'll still be very standout-ish. They make like a polka dot, but they won't be quite as obvious. I know, it's hard to even get your hand in there. But
do you trim them down after?
No, they felt up after a while.
That came off.
Oh, off the hook?
Yeah. See it?
Oh yeah.
Because that's awfully thick.
Oh yeah. No, it really isn't though. Like you can easily get your hand in it.
Oh sure.
But yeah, they'll be felted in once you. It's meant to be a fat, puffy mitten though because it's covered with thrums. This is how it will fit. This is where it goes. This is about where I'm at. Stuff the thrums in. There you go. See? So that's kind of fun. But I stopped knitting on it to work. I just wanted to make up the rest of the thrums so that I don't have to keep doing it.
How long are the thrums supposed to be? About 2 inches?
3 inches.
All right.
So that when they wrap, they're like this. And they gave one way of doing it on the, I knew these fell down. They got dragged down on my sleeve. They're about 3.5 inches long. And they told me to do a piece 8 inches long and rub it and then put it in like that, overlapping. But I stopped rubbing and I just rub at the very end of it and they turn out exactly the same. So it's faster. So yeah, I'm working on that. And that's all I have actively on the needles right now.
So for me, huh?
Yep.
And I am actively knitting on a kitty.
Ooh.
It's called The Knitted Kitty
Oh.
by Lillian, or Angry T-Rex Roars. I'm going to show you. It's a free pattern on Ravelry. This is for my friend's BFF. He wanted me to make a pug for her. And we all know
That's not
how I felt about that. Let me just tell you, that is probably the most loved stuffed thing that I ever made, though.
And it is a good thing because a lot of work went into that.
My butt ugly pug, as I call it.
I love the pug.
Oh, I did not like it. So this is the Knitted Kitty. It's a teeny little thing.
Cute.
But the funny part is, so you knit all these pieces.
Yeah. Square.
There we go. The square makes the body and the legs. This little thing, right?
The little tiny one?
That, where am I? Right here. That's the head with the ears, and that little thing is the tail.
Oh, cool.
So I'm actually using, I think, just plain either Cascade wool or Patton's plain white wool. So this is my tail.
Cute.
You fold it over, I think. So this is, I think, what it's... Haven't decided which side to do. So it's going to look like that. It's no stuffing in the tail.
Cute.
This is my body. Not my body.
I would hope not.
And I'm almost done with the head. So tonight I get to try and figure out how to put it together.
Good luck with that.
I think it will be easier than the pug.
Oh, I know it will be easier than the pug. There's no question in my mind about that. I think anything would be easier than the pug.
Also actively on the needles. Well, semi-actively
that
on the
was
needles.
called what?
It's called Knitted Kitty.
By
Lillian.
Okay. I'm just going to say you're doing it in patterns.
I think so. It's either patterns. It's leftover. I mean, literally, like leftovers.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
It was snowing.
Yeah, it was snowing when I started coming here.
I know, and then it stopped for a little bit.
I wasn't sure if it was just because I was moving north that it had stopped. I had to drive through Boston, which wasn't bad.
It was doing it a bit earlier today, and then it stopped.
So I've come to realize why I don't knit gloves. I don't like them.
Oh, we have such a glove story for you. I will share with you. And
I really don't like knitting gloves. Ask me to knit mittens or fingerless, I will
preach
do it every
to the choir, lady. Preach it to the choir.
I started this how long ago? Before I went on vacation. So we're looking at a month ago.
But not before I started my gloves.
No. So this is the second one. So I'm getting there. And I think I know exactly why I don't like gloves. It's this pair because I'm not exactly happy with how I did it.
Right.
And now for the future, I think I would know what I would do. But yeah, I'm not looking forward to doing the fingers. Anyways, this is my second glove. This is from Max, so I really need to get this going because he's been asking patiently for it. So I'm going to show you my project half done because I do have one finished glove. And I think I did weave these in. I just haven't cut them out. So it looks wonky because I fooled around with it because I just didn't like the pattern. I
think it looks pretty good, Sheila.
So the fingers are really tight, but it looks fantastic on. The thumb is a little, but
looks good. He'll like them.
He will. I have to say, Max loves about anything. He is. He wears anything I give him. Zachary is misplaced one of his mittens. It's got to be in the car somewhere. Because, maybe it's not. Maybe he stepped out and it fell in the parking lot, and I will kill him. No, I won't.
This is why I don't knit for my husband. He loses things.
That's not
true, though. I made him a hat.
This is the first thing that my boys have lost.
Yeah.
If he's lost it.
My kids have never lost a hand knit, but my husband lost a sweater when he was in college.
I have a feeling it's in the car somewhere, but this is based on the Urban Necessities flip top mitten. It's like it's got half fingers and then it flip tops, but I just did gloves and it's out of Patton's Blackwall. Because really, with the 50% off coupon from either Michael's or AC Moore, which is our local. What? Can't beat the price. $2.50. So that's actively on the needles. Somewhat actively.
Is that it?
Nope.
I cannot believe this.
I still have my scarf.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about the scarf.
I did make some progress. I don't remember how long it was last time I showed it. But it's actually...
Oh, it's longer. It's longer since I've seen it, which would be the last time.
So, this is the Clapetee by Kate Gilbert.
Yes, it was a nitty.
It's a nitty.
Lo, these many years ago now.
Say that again?
Lo, these many years ago.
Oh, I know. But this I thought would be an easy one to drop the stitches. It actually is a very sticky.
Oh, is the yarn grabbing a little bit?
It's grabbing a little bit, but so I'm enjoying
gorgeous.
It. It is. It's silk and it's Seacoast hand knits, and I know. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I got to do something with that. Not until Monday. I got to pay my water bill.
Oh, water bill. Yeah, I got to pay bills.
So I think that's all that's actually active on the needles. I did not make any progress on my sock only because I have other things to knit.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think so.
So I have lots of dates to rate. I'll rate the first one first. Because why wouldn't you?
It's your turn to go first, so.
I'll do this one. I'll do the one that I have here first. I have actually 4 finished projects, but only one of them is with me. Finally finished my Naughty Gloves.
So are we going to hear about your glove story now?
We are going to hear about the glove story now. I am here to tell you that I am never knitting a pair of gloves again.
Same reasonings, probably.
The first glove, I tried this thing where I did it in reverse of the directions. I knit to the pinky first, and then I was supposed to knit up a little bit before I started, but I forgot. So this glove, the fingers worked out nicely, but it's ill-fitting. The thumb is about...
It's too short.
...a centimeter. The thumb gusset is too high.
Yeah.
And the pinky fits fine, but these fingers are a little too short. But you know what? I can wear it. It's fine. It's not like it's malformed. So, but I did not enjoy knitting the fingers. It was fiddly. There was a big gap in the thumb that I had to knit a gusset into that's ill-fitting now. Whatever. So then I started on this glove, and I was like, oh, I can't even stand to do it again. Well, I did it. I want you to look and tell me if there's anything that you notice about this. Maybe if I hold it this way. I must have taken too few stitches on this finger and too many stitches on the first finger because it's like a giant finger. And the thing is, I knit from the pinky to the it's not all sewed up yet either, because when I realized it, I was like, I'm done. When you wear
I was gonna say, at least when you wear it, you can't see anything.
You can't see it so much, but this one, now these fingers fit really nicely because I remembered to knit the extra rows.
It's funny because the glove that I'm doing, it does start with the pinky.
You should start with the pinky, and then I knit up like 3 more rows before I did these, and this is a much better fitting glove. The thumb gusset is in the right area. It's just much better. I haven't sewed. I was supposed to pick up stitches to add to this, and I didn't because this was already 4 stitches bigger than it needed to be. But at the point that I got to the finger, let me just tell you, I was done. I was like, I don't even care anymore. What I should have done is decreased a few rows down here, but it was like, I was like, screw it, I don't even care anymore. But yes, I just need to do some sewing up, and these are done.
So the moral of the story?
Don't make gloves.
Don't have Knit One Heart Tune make you gloves.
I love showing this, though, because I've been knitting for 41 years, and yet still something like this can happen to me. I'm not really clear. I'm looking at it, and I'm pretty sure I picked up too few stitches on this finger, and that ended up adding to the ones here. They are not evenly distributed. I can see when I look at it now that I did not.
When you first held it up, it almost looked like you forgot to separate. See, when you first held it up, I saw it like this.
Right, and you thought this was supposed to be 2? Yeah. I know. Seriously, it is like, it's like monster finger glove.
Like, what did you forget to separate it?
Yeah. No, I just knit too many stitches, but like I said, moving forward, I can still wear them. I'm not submitting them for a prize or anything. This was Naughty Gloves by Julia Miller. It's a very easy pattern to knit. I mostly improvised this glove after I did the cabling, which I'm trying to show you. There you go. Because I didn't feel like reading the directions, which may or may not be a part of the reason why I have Monster Finger on here.
Might be part of the reason.
So, but I'm glad they're done. This is the Dusky Aurora colorway of Dream in Color. So that's one project that's done. The second project, so people who've watched the show for a while know that for my niece's, what do you call it? Before my niece was born, before her baby shower, I knit her holiday hats. I knit her a pumpkin hat, a turkey leg hat. It looks like it's called the Turkey Viking hat. A Christmas tree hat, and an Easter bunny hat. And my brother and sister-in-law love the turkey hat, and they adore it. So I'm really happy about that. But whenever they take the baby out wearing the turkey hat, all these people come over and comment, even more so than people normally comment when you have a little baby, because the turkey hat kind of draws attention to her. So my sister-in-law was saying, I wish I had a hat like this that was just plain. So of course... But that had ear flaps. The turkey hat has little ear flaps. So, of course, I had already bought this, now I have to, Zitron Unisono yarn. And it's in a rainbow colorway. You can't see it anymore, but it used to have pink in it as well. This is just what's left of it. So I had bought this when I was in California this summer. So I made an elfin baby hat. Let me see if I can pull that up really quick. Oh, no, I don't have to. I have the pattern. I made an elfin baby hat from Bernat. It's based on that Norwegian cap that has a little widow's peak on it. That's what it looks like. I made one in the 3-month size, which fits my niece exactly. She's only 10 weeks old. So I made a second one in the 6 to 12-month size for her because she's going to outgrow that other hat really fast. So I got 2 baby hats out of that. This is Elfin Cap is free on the Bernat. You can get it through Ravelry from Bernat, so it's free. And it's designed for a fingering weight yarn. This is fingering weight. And then, so I'm going to show you a picture of that project, both of those projects, now. And then after I made that, I made Baby Mittens.
Oh,
is the name
that's
of the
right,
pattern. By Malin Nielsen, Malin Nilsson. That is the name of the person. And they're just thumbless baby mittens that look like this. So out of this skein of Unisono, I got 2 baby hats and a pair of mittens, and I could probably get a pair of baby socks out of what's left.
Wow.
It was really good. I can't remember how much yardage it is. I'll put it in the show notes how much yardage it is. But I will show you a picture of the baby mittens, right? Yeah. And so, yeah, lots of baby knitting. And the baby actually wore everything that I made to her when she went out on Wednesday, when my sister-in-law had to go to the hospital for some surgery. So I was watching the baby for her. So that's all of my dates. I rate all of those dates except for the Naughty Gloves very highly. And the only reason I'm not rating the Naughty Gloves highly is because I freaking hate knitting gloves and I'm never doing it again. You can't make me.
Well, I was thinking about that. I would probably make gloves because I really like the feel of them, but I would definitely do something different. I've not come across a set of gloves that, yeah, I would do something different with it, and I think I know what I'd do different. I'd start with the ribbing and then increase to the largest amount you need for the gloves. I don't know why the glove patterns I find have you after you get the thumb gusset, then all of a sudden you increase.
No,
I'm like, what?
This one you work straight up from the thumb gusset, so that is a good hand fit. I think if I knit it again, I'd knit fingertip down. I'd knit all the fingers first, attach them at the right length, and knit it down. I think that's what I would do and do an afterthought thumb.
Lara's done that before.
Yeah, I did not like having to fiddle with the top, and there was like yarn on holders.
I think because I've been thinking about doing some mittens or something for me.
Monster thumb.
I'll do fingerless gloves and just leave it at that.
Yeah.
'Cause
I'm never making gloves again, probably, so I'm not going to worry about it.
So, you done?
Yes, I am all done.
I have a few finished projects, and I'm going to show you one of them now. I don't physically have it with me. We're doing an ornament swap at work, and I
love that wreath you posted, by the way.
Yeah, that was funny. That was fun to do. I should send it to you so that you can post it if you want, right? Yeah, because a lot of people don't.
Sheila's gonna email me a picture of the. Actually, you don't even have to because I think. Well, email it to me.
At my work, I work for a lab. If anyone who watches us doesn't know that, so my coworker and I made a wreath out of those little plastic urinal bottles. And then we used some tubes as ornaments. So this is what it looks like.
It's cute.
We've gotten a lot of comments about it.
It's really cute. I like it.
So anyway, sorry. We're doing an ornament swap, so I made an ornament. How do you pronounce it? Corkinese.
It's a little
gnome-looking thing.
Gnome.
I think her original pattern has you just do a regular round hat, but I like the elfy-looking.
Yeah.
This is my little guy.
He's cute.
So I was up at 3 a.m. one morning putting them all together to get them ready for Friday, and I find out that, we're not doing the swap until Wednesday. So I was showing my coworker some pictures, and I flipped to this one. I'm like, you're not supposed to see it. She goes, I want yours. Apparently there was a money thing. I'm like, I didn't know there was a money thing. I'm like, I feel bad. I made mine. They're like, well, how much time and effort did you put into it? And I said, probably about the money's worth that it's worth.
I'm sure.
So that's one finished object. We'll link it. I can't remember who did it.
I'll write it down.
Corkinese.
So let me write it down. Corkinese.
They're so super easy. You use scraps of wool like this. I used size 5 needles. It calls for 2, but I used size 5 and it was fine. A little hot glue to keep the sweater and hat together, and I hot glued a bell on it. Yeah, I say
he
sweater.
He has a sweater.
Well, I say sweater because it's really not, and you put it on a wine cork.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Now, my next finished project is the stack of washcloths. And I say it that way because
it's stack.
I got a stack of washcloths.
What'd you use, like Grandma's Favorite or whatever?
No, well, one of them is Grandma's Favorite. The other one is DW. Hold on.
As long as you have it.
I have it on my. Oh, why am I not signed in?
I don't know.
Why? Sorry. It's been doing that to me lately. It's not keeping me signed in.
It hates you.
Yeah, well. It is called the DW or Darryl Waltrip dishcloth.
DW dishcloth.
And that is by Rhonda White. And that's free on Ravelry. And, you know, I thought this is the grandma's favorite one where you go up diagonal.
Yeah.
I thought that was easy, which it is.
I like that Darryl Waltrip one. I like
Let
the
me
look
tell
of
you,
it.
this one is so much simpler because it kind of gets exciting. Well, you're slipping every two stitches.
So that gets...
So it goes by quick, and then you're purling the back, and everybody knows how I don't like purling, but that's fine. It's, you know, can go either up or down. Doesn't make a difference.
Yeah.
But you're like, oh, let's see what the pattern does.
Yeah, I like the way that it goes on the variegated yarn. I think it's pretty.
So all you're doing is slipping. So I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because somebody reminded me that I have 2 bus drivers to knit for. I'm like, oh yeah, forgot about that. And I found out one of them is a guy. So I'm like, oh, what am I gonna do for him? I don't know if he'll get a washcloth.
I was gonna say give him a beer, but that might be wrong to give
Yeah.
alcoholic beverage to your bus driver.
So I think I knit one of these a couple weeks ago, and then the rest. Sorry, just trying to figure out how the heck here we go, stacked them. The rest I knit this week. It was super simple. I knit 1.5 in one of my shifts of work, and that wasn't.
Oh my god!
And that was because I think I ran out of yarn. I didn't run out of yarn. I ran out of yarn I was using currently at that time. And I think that's all my finished objects.
That's pretty
That's
good.
not enough. So, and I did my, I don't, you haven't knit any washcloths, but I do my washcloths on size 8.
Oh, yeah.
Makes it a looser washcloth, but goes quicker.
That sounds good to me.
So
Quick
this is
good.
I don't know, 38 stitches across, and I think this ends up being 40 across.
It's nice.
But as much as I like these, they just don't come out as square as an actual square washcloth.
No, and I like the texture on it.
Yeah. So I'm gonna pair these up with some body wash.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Excellent.
So that's all I got.
Idea. So that was a lot of finished objects this week.
It
you
is.
can tell we've been getting our knitting mojo back.
Trying.
Let's see. Future dates. Well, I already had talked about this last time, but I am going to knit Brickless by Martina Bem, and I actually I have purchased the pattern now, and it looks like it's got 3 different textures, or two or three different textures going. I think there's ribbing, open work lace, and garter going on in it, and it's kind of like her other pattern, Hitchhiker, in the sense that it's like a sawtooth edge, and it's an asymmetrical.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna knit that.
Some worsted though, right?
Yeah, but I'm knitting mine in sock yarn.
Oh.
I'm gonna knit mine out of Malabrigo sock yarn in the Solace colorway. And I have 2 skeins of that, so it'll be nice and big. And I've really been enjoying my Rockefeller that I showed last week. I haven't blocked it yet because I've worn it almost every day. It's huge, and it is so warm you can wrap it around you. I'm really liking it.
Oh, good.
So that's it for my future dates now.
My future date is, and I mentioned this before, but my intention was to cast it on today, but I will cast it on tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's the Fiber Trends clogs.
Cool.
And what I did is while I was at work, I made several copies so that I can highlight the size.
Oh, yeah, good idea.
And that's what I did. So I'm just going to briefly show you. So I took a photocopy of it and just highlighted what I needed.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Because it's made for women's 6, 8, and 10, and men's 11 and 13. So that's 5 sizes. And when you're trying to read, it's just better if you have.
And this pattern, unlike most of the patterns that we have nowadays, is a hard copy pattern.
Yes.
So it's acceptable if you own the pattern to make working copies.
And just to show you my pattern,
it's pretty worn.
It's taped at the edge.
Yeah.
It's taped in between. I can
used
see
it
you.
quite a bit.
And then on the back is they sell a children's version, but I had bought the adults and then just sized down. So I stapled it. Just because It's, how do you want to call it? You do sizing, so it's
graded.
I guess so. I don't know what it's called. So it's just simple enough math that you just deducting.
Oh, I see. No, it's easy to downsize.
Yeah,
so if you like look at it, you can see what the math is.
At the time I made this for Zachary, I couldn't tell you what size he was. I think maybe for a woman, size 5.
Wow.
Because I know Zachary didn't wear them. He's not much on slippers. And I ended up giving it to my father's girlfriend who's got tiny feet.
Oh,
so
right.
between a size 5 and a 6. But he was like in that in-between stage of children's.
Yeah.
So, but what I really want to do, and this is for me, somebody had made a fun fur one.
Oh, yeah.
Striping, where she used wool and fun fur and made like a fuzzy slipper.
Oh, that'd be fun.
So I want to do that. And I think I owe Lois some slippers. I don't remember. I think I told her I'd make her a pair. Amongst my other things,
You're not going to get them anytime soon.
Selfish knitting is not part of my repertoire.
So, anyway, is that all you have?
Oh, yeah. Sorry. I was showing you that, but the reason I brought it up is because, see, I actually pulled out the yarn.
That you're going to use?
Yeah. I'm using Patons.
I feel like a Patons advertisement today.
Well, because 50% off. You cannot beat it.
I'm not knocking you down.
No, I know, but I'm just saying.
Everything you're knitting today is out of Patons.
I bought this. I went shopping.
2 weeks ago.
It might have been Black Friday. Well, not Black Friday, but the weekend of Black Friday.
I was going to say, why were you shopping on Black Friday?
I was waiting to go to my Christmas dinner with my coworkers.
Yeah.
Because I was already down on the South Shore.
That's right.
AC Moore had a sale going on, and then they had an extra 25% off even the sale items.
Wow.
So it was 2 skeins for $8, which is $4 a skein, plus an extra 25% off. So this is the sole, and this is just, gray?
Yeah, I like it.
Dark gray mix, and then the top is going to be blue heather, and then the cuff will be the gray.
Pretty.
But they also, and I kind of feel bad because I'm doing the gray, but they also have soles there now.
Yeah, I saw that.
$12.99. So I figured I'd make this and then bring it with me to see if the soles will fit because my father wears through them, and use a 50% coupon.
Yeah, good idea.
You're kind of looking funny when you're doing that.
Well, it's kind of annoying.
Oh.
I had to make 240 of them. I have a whole bag of these thrums now. See?
Heck.
What happened?
Something came up saying play Jelly Splash from Yahoo. I'm like, okay. So this is the kitty instructions on how to do the bottom. I have no freaking clue.
Looks good.
Yeah.
All right, so that was it for our future dates, crushes and heartbreaks. Well, first of all, my crushes, we showed you a package that we got from Gigi London, and she gave us little bottles of port, and it came with a sweater on it. And my crush is that the sweater fits Jean-Luc Picard, so he's been rocking it for the holiday. My mom was like, you need to make him swants. But it would be a lot like knitting gloves, so it ain't gonna happen. But yeah, Jean-Luc says, happy holidays to all of those who see him in his reindeer sweater. That's my crush, my only crush. My heartbreak is, yes, I still have not heard anything about my autopsy.
Yeah.
It feels like an autopsy at this point. I have not heard anything from my biopsy. Biopsy, not autopsy. My biopsy results, however, have come in and been transmitted to my oncologist. So with any luck at all, I am hoping to hear from them on Monday. They have had my results at least since Friday. And I was going to call. I could have called this other place and gotten a nurse to read me the results, but since the last time I spoke to somebody other than the Avon people about my results, they gave me the impression that it was a benign, the results I had the first time were benign, technically.
Oh, yeah.
But, so I was all like, yay, I'm done, but they were not benign enough. They were like benign, but abnormal enough so that I still had to have further procedures. So I don't want to get the wrong information again. I'm just going to wait for them to call me. But yeah, it is the 15th now. I had that done on the 26th. Seems like an awfully long time to wait.
Yeah. Doesn't seem right.
It doesn't seem right. I don't know. If I'm fine, I'll probably be so relieved that I won't care. But if something's wrong with me, I'm going to be really mad.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my heartbreak. I still haven't heard, and it's I'm trying not to let it ruin my holiday. I made a commitment to myself last weekend to put it aside and get stuff done, and I got all my Christmas shopping done, so I guess that's a crush. And I'm doing the holiday baking this weekend. Once the kids and Jim get back, I'm just going to crank out a lot of my holiday baking. And I'm just trying to put it to the side right now because there's nothing I can do about it. So anyway, that's my crush and my heartbreak.
I don't know if I have any crush and heartbreak.
She got nothing.
I'm trying to think.
But nothing's happening.
I had 3 days off. 3 or 4 days off. Which is good because I've worked more hours than I planned to just in the last 2 days.
It's good, though.
And I'll probably work more this coming week.
Getting a little scratch. That's good.
Yeah. Yeah. Just doing some Christmas shopping. My dad gave me some money to buy for the boys. I gotta talk to Cam, but I think I want to do a basketball net.
Oh, cool. That's a good idea.
Max has been wanting to get into basketball more, so. And he's certainly, by the looks of it, going to have the height.
Yeah, he's getting tall.
We got our Christmas tree finally. Although, we have this strand of lights. We do colored lights, but we have this really, I don't even know where we got this strand of lights. It's got a pack that has 8 controls. You can do it 8 different ways. Well, I plugged it in. Actually, I didn't plug it in. Max strung the lights without checking on them first.
Oh.
So it's got different colors, and 2 colors are out. But it's like, I think it's the same circuit, so I got to figure out where.
Yeah, we had one section right in the middle of our tree that was out. So we had to unwind it, take that section out. It was completely
I think
dead.
because we still have lights, I'm not going to unwind it, obviously, because we've already decorated it.
Yeah. We had to replace a whole,
string.
Yeah, they were totally burned out.
So I don't know how I'm going to go about it, but they're good lights that I don't want to get rid of them. They're the reason why we get a small tree.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's kind of a heartbreak. I'm like, oh, what do I do? I'm trying to think what else. Snow's coming. I gotta drive tomorrow in the snow.
Hopefully it won't be bad when you're out.
My baby turns 13 next Friday.
Whoa.
An official teenager.
That's crazy, man. I know. It's weird.
It is weird.
I know. My baby's almost 8. Can you believe that?
Well, I mean baby as in Max baby.
No, I know, but I mean my baby's almost 8.
Trust me, it was hard when Zachary turned double digits.
I can imagine. It was hard enough when Lily turned double digits this year.
Yeah, it's hard when they do that.
It is hard. Oh, I don't want to think about that.
Other than that, I think that's about it. I have no idea.
Baubles and bling. The only baubles and bling that I have this week that I can remember. This week has just been a blur for me. Is I got new glasses. Not that you would be able to tell this, because they are exactly like my old glasses, because these are my old glasses. Let me just explain that in language for people who are regular to understand.
Who aren't Wendy.
When my daughter was born almost 11 years ago, I got these glasses, these exact glasses, because they have titanium. They're called silhouettes. They have titanium bows. And it's very hard for a baby to break them. And I was really glad that I did, because my daughter broke 3 pairs of my husband's glasses between the time she was 1 and by the time she was old enough to reach and the time that she was 3.
No, sorry, I don't mean to interrupt. My kids never touched any of Cam's glasses.
Jack didn't do it. It was just Lily. She would, when she was real tiny, it was just a thing. She would grab necklaces too, so I didn't wear necklaces when she was little. And it was before she was old enough for you to tell her don't do it.
Right.
So I got these because they're pretty much unbreakable, and I wore them, and my prescription didn't change until 2 years ago. So for 8 years I wore these glasses, and my prescription didn't change. And then all of a sudden, bam, I needed bifocals, and my prescription for my regular vision changed. So I got progressive lenses. So I went to a store that sold silhouettes, and I looked at all the frames, and I decided that the ones that I already had I liked. So I got another pair exactly alike, same color, same lens, everything. The guy in the glasses store thought I was a total freak. He's like, we could just swap out the glasses that you have. And I'm like, no, I think I like having a backup pair that's the same. They're very lightweight, too. They weigh, like, almost nothing. You can't even tell that you have them on. And if you're looking at me, because they're completely rimless, it's not like they scream, Wendy is wearing glasses on her face when you look at me. So I just really like them. So anyway, 2 years goes by, and I'm driving a few months ago, and I realized that I have to squint to see the street signs from a distance. Like, it's not, my eyes weren't horribly bad, but I've been squinting a lot. So I went in and my prescription had changed. So I went back to the place where I bought the second pair and this is my 11-year-old pair in and said, can you put progressive lenses in these? And the guy's looking at me, he's looking at my glasses, and he's like, why don't you just get the lenses in your newer frames? And I was like, because I'll just use these for backup now. And he was like, okay. So, yeah, I have new glasses, but you can't tell because they're exactly the same as my old glasses because they're actually 11 years old. And hey, Silhouette, good job for making long-lasting eyeglasses.
Yeah.
Some frames, of the paint anyways. Frames. I mean, the lenses are what they are, but those only last as long as your eyes do.
Yeah, no kidding.
But, yeah. Allegedly, my vision is getting better because my eye shape is changing. There's, like, going to be some point where my vision is actually marginally okay, and then it's just going to be bad. But, yeah, I have progressives. I have distance, mid-range, and reading because I'm old. So that's it for my note. And if I'm forgetting a Baubles and Bling, just somebody tell me because I can't remember anything anymore.
Yeah, I don't think I have any Baubles and Bling except for, like, Christmas gifts that I'm not going to show anyway, so.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Trying to think. Yeah, because my 3 days off, I did absolutely nothing. So. Aww. No, I enjoyed it.
I do have a Christmas gift under my tree, and I know what it is because it's from my Secret Santa and my family. And you know what I ask for every year from Secret Santa? Signature needles. I don't know which ones it is, but hopefully the ones I asked for.
Yeah, I ordered Cam some boots, and those came in the other day.
Yeah, I ordered my husband snowshoes.
Ooh, cool.
Oh, he's not here.
No.
Yeah, because my mom bought the kids snowshoes so they can all hike in the snow. My mom's like, you want us to buy you snowshoes? And I was like, no thanks, I'm good. If they really enjoy it a lot and it's something they're going to do regularly, I'll just buy a pair of it.
My brother got his stepgirls, I guess you can call them, snowshoes.
Our neighbors go snowshoeing all the time and they love it. So
he's taking my boy snowshoeing too.
It's they just go hike. They hike in the winter anyway.
It's basically just hiking with
with
something
snowshoes on. Yeah. So
yeah, I have no Baubles and Bling. That's it.
Nope. So gossip and innuendo. We are drawing for a ton of prizes. The first prize that we're going to draw for is the Stetson Capelet by Carolyn Noyes. She very kindly offered to give away a free pattern and a $10 gift card. So that's a pretty good deal. I'm going to show you what that looks like right now. Just got to type it in. Oh, that didn't work well. Because it divided out autocorrect, decided to change capelet into two different words. Here we go. Thank you, no, autocorrect. I got a message from Lois the other day that was autocorrected so insanely that I thought, this is Knitting's My Bag, by the way. Hi, Lois. I thought Lois was having a stroke. I was like, oh my God, what's wrong with her? It was autocorrect. This is the Stetson Capelet by Carolyn Noyes. And I am, can I get it not to glare? There we go. And I am proud to say that she is one of my tech editing clients. And she's also a very nice lady. So we drew for that earlier, and the winner was Yarn Yacker. Yay! I know her from the internet. who is Janie from Canada. Janie Yarnyacker, PM me your deets and I'll give them, I need your address and I'll forward it to Carolyn Noyes, the designer, and she will send you your prize and give you your free pattern. So thank you for playing along. And she said she thought she would like to see it knit up in Malabrigo, and I think it would be gorgeous in Malabrigo. You can buy some Malabrigo with your gift card. Yay! The next thing is, by now, most people who are not even in our group have seen my Swants video because I've been getting messages from people I don't even know.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's been reposted a couple of places. We had so much fun making that video, and I had so much fun cutting it together. Just a little story behind it. In iMovie, which is what we use to create the podcast, they have this trailer feature where you pick the theme and it tells you how long the clips are and what kind of clips to look for. So I used the film noir theme, and what drew me to it were the subheadings. I only had to change a couple of words in each of the subheadings, and it made it like be really funny. Like
right.
Normal pants fear her. Like that was, I just changed. I think it was like other women fear her. I changed it to normal pants.
I need to get a tissue. I'm sorry.
All right, there's some on the couch. So I had a lot of fun with that. I'm glad it made people laugh. It made me laugh to do it. Have not worn the Swants since then. But I did say that I would draw a prize for anyone who made Swants. And there were 4 people who posted pictures of their finished Swants in the thread. And we drew from them. And the winner was Skinoye, Skinouyee, who is Susan from Idaho. Susan, you are winning one of my personal skeins of Dream in Color Smooshie in the Good Luck Jade colorway. Good Luck Jade.
This nice. Color is just... It's hard to tell the color.
It's hard to tell the color. It's green. It's got some bluish, brighter greens and a little brown in it. It's like jade. It's like a natural jade color, not the really bright green jade, but the more like jadeite. Not jadeite, but like more of a natural jade color. And so that Susan, Skinouyee from Idaho, please PM me with your address, and I will have Sheila send that right out to you.
Maybe not right out.
Well,
close to right out.
She'll send it out. I also drew from anybody who said that they had made a donation. It did not matter what type of donation or how much you gave. And the winner of that prize gets this skein of green-breasted mango twisty sock stripe from White Iris Yarns. This is also from my personal stash. These are both things that I would have knit with. I drew them out of my personal stash because I wanted this prize to be from me. Because doing the Swants thing and having all the commentary and stuff and paying it forward really made me happy. I've needed to have that little boost. It's kind of been the fun thing that made me sort of forget about all this other stuff that's going on in the background. So this is coming straight from the good stash, my level 1 sock stash.
Ooh, level 1.
I know, level 1. Well, I don't have it level 2 anymore because I gave it all to my mom. So I only have a level 1 stash. But this is the good stuff, people. So this is going to go to Raspberry Cat Girl. RaspberryCattgirl, who is Tracy from Arizona. Tracy, PM me with your address, and I will make sure this goes out to you. So those are the 2 winners. And we have another contest.
We're just loaded with contests.
We are. Well, Mama's having somebody contacted me to donate something for
oh, I know. I'm just...
Yeah, so we got contests, people. So this is going to be a fun contest. As I've mentioned before, I do tech editing. I have a couple of different clients, and one of my clients is Amy King, designer Amy King. And when I say designer Amy King, you might not recognize her name, but she is the Amy who is behind Spunky Eclectic, which is a yarn and fiber. She has a brick and mortar store and also an online store. So, and I love her stuff. So the first thing that we're doing is this cowl pattern called Terraced. It's gorgeous. And I will tell you a little bit about it. It is made, sorry, my throat is scratching, out of Spunky Eclectic Caress, which is merino and silk. It's really luscious. And the colorway in the sample is Steel Men. So that's one of the patterns. The other pattern that I recently tech edited for her is called Diamonds by Jess. And this is a side-to-side shawl that was inspired by Stitched by Jessalu's Jess, who vends a lot with Amy at various shows. And that is what Diamonds for Jess is. I think Jess even may have knit that sample, but I'm not entirely sure.
I don't know.
Anyway, we're going to give away 2 patterns for people. So, and I'm not entirely sure exactly. Amy mentioned something about an ebook pattern. So I have to get the details from her because I'm an idiot and I didn't get them ahead of time.
But we have 2 giveaways.
2 giveaways out of this. What I want you to do, and I'm going to link to the 2 patterns that she just published in the thread and to her store. I want you to go to Spunky Eclectic's online store and I want you to tell me which of the 2 patterns you would knit and what you would knit it in from Spunky Eclectic. So check out her store, look at all her yummy bases for knitting, and put your ideas in the thread, and that will inspire people and also give you a chance to look at Amy's awesome store. So I will set that all up for you in the prize thread. Yay! I love having Amy as a client, but she's also a friend of ours that we've known for a couple of years from events. And Jess.
Sorry, I'm counting.
I'm like waiting for you to jump in.
I know,
you
but
know Amy.
I've met her a couple times. I don't know her as much as you do because you tend to go to
buy
more
stuff.
Well,
from her
that
all the time.
and you tend to go to more functions than I do. I'm just
I
not
mean,
able to do that.
I consider her like a vendor friend because I know her. I socialize with her a little bit at the events that we go to, more than just stopping in and buying, but also because I really love her stuff. She's a pretty good egg. So I don't know who is texting me, but somebody is desperately trying to get in touch with me, and I guess I better find out who that is. Okay, my husband left his jacket.
Where?
At my brother-in-law's house.
Was he just there, or?
My brother-in-law had to get his car jumped this morning.
Oh.
So, yeah, they're going to bring it by. Yeah, my poor brother-in-law, I just have to tell this story because it's kind of funny. He's the one that has a 10-week-old baby at home. His wife just had surgery. So he and I were taking care of the baby all day on Wednesday, and she was as good as gold. Like, no problems there. But this morning he got out he was going to go shopping somewhere, and the car wouldn't start. And this is the second time in a month that his battery has been dead.
What kind of car?
He has the same as me, a CRV. But it's older than mine. The first time the battery died, it was because they were running a car without the engine on. They had the lights and the heat on They burned the battery out. This time, it wouldn't start up again today. So I suggested that they go to Sears and just get a new battery put in. Cause
yeah, probably at this point.
At this point, if it's dying now because of the cold, it's probably not a good battery. But anyway, after the first incident happened, they called me because they were like stranded in the cold with a 10-week-old. And they're like, our car died. Can you come jump me? And I was like, I don't have jumper cables. A, and B, I don't know how to jump a car. I've never done it. But I probably could have figured it out. With like Steve and I, between the two of us, were like, intelligent adults. We probably could have figured it out.
Let me just interrupt here. Every car manual
has
instructions on how to jump
We probably would have been able to figure it out.
Just so you know, newer cars nowadays, you do not put both of the clips
on.
No,
it
on
tells
the car that is is the jump E.
Yeah.
You put on a ground. Ah. There's usually something under the hood for a ground.
Yeah. So. I know somebody had to jump my car once a couple of years ago, my CRV, when I was running it with the heat and the lights on in the rain, waiting for my kids without the engine on. But they knew how to jump cars, so they just... I think we looked in my manual then to see what to
Yeah,
hook it up
most
to.
cars nowadays have a manual instructions on how to jump.
Well, they called me about it, and I was like, sorry, you're going to have to call AAA because I don't have jumper cables. So for his Secret Santa this year, because my husband's side of the family, rather than... There are 5 brothers and sisters and their spouses. Rather than us all buy them presents, we each draw one person. All the adults go together and we each draw one person. And he asked Secret Santa for jumper cables. And so his car burned out, and Terry was like, I hate to ruin your Christmas surprise, but I know that you got the jumper cables because I wrapped them. So let's open them now. And so he called me up, and she was like, this time we have jumper cables. And my son was sick this morning, so my husband went over and gave him a jump. My poor brother-in-law. Merry Christmas, Steve. Sorry about your thing. This was not my Secret Santa. My mother-in-law was my Secret Santa this year. I mean, I was her Secret Santa. My Secret Santa was my sister-in-law.
What'd you get your mother-in-law?
I got my mother-in-law exactly what she asked for. Oh, I don't think she watches the show. Raw honey. Raw organic honey.
My son can't eat it.
Grade A. Grade B maple syrup, because grade B is darker in color and therefore richer.
Okay.
A Kindle gift card and a year subscription to Piecework magazine. That's what she wanted.
Okay. Okay.
It's so much better because we spend about $100 on one person. We get them exactly what they ask for. And so even though you're not getting like 15 gifts that are all like these little tiny things that you don't want, you're getting one nice gift or several small gifts that you asked for. It's so much better.
Yeah.
And my goal is to every year ask for signature needles and build up a collection, because, 2 signature needles is a great gift.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's the skinny on that. My Secret Santa tradition. I'm sure you all were just dying to hear that.
I can't wait to do something like that, because now it
saves so much. Do you know? It saves us. I'm not even going to lie to you. It saves us about $1,000.
Yeah, because now I got to think about shipping. I mean, the good thing is, bad thing is, my brother moved back to Arizona. That's actually a heartbreak. I'm very sad that he did that, but it is what it is. He moved back to Arizona, but him and I really never exchanged gifts anyways.
Yeah.
My brother and his wife, we don't really exchange gifts. I would try and to get them a household thing or one thing, like a couple thing.
Right.
But that's not why I wanted the loom. One of the gifts was going to be coasters.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm thinking about it. I'm like, I probably don't have time to do that.
No, you probably don't.
But so now I don't know what to get them. But I would love to just do that, but it would only be 4 of us. Maybe 5 if my dad was around. Because it's only Cam and I. And my brother and his wife.
Yeah.
My sister-in-law Cam's sister doesn't get involved in anything with my family.
Yeah, see, for us it was...
Yeah, you got a bigger
5,
family.
So that's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There are 13 adults that are in there. And I had to buy for like 11 of them. And, even $25 a piece, 11 people, that's a lot of money. And then you have to ship everything. And
right.
So, yeah, this has been great. I'll, give a huge gift. And for one person, it's something special that they really wanted, so I can feel good about it. And I don't have to go out shopping. That's why I can get my shopping done so easily.
Right.
So, thank you all for tuning in. And don't forget to check out the Spunky Eclectic contest at the group. I will link it in the show notes as well. And have a great week. Hope you're not shoveling snow out of the storm.
Bye. Thanks for watching.
Knit with Heart.